This week's episode of Diggnation is brought to you by Ask.com, the PlayStation Network, Take TV, and Halloween.
Always an excuse to dress up.
As a whore. I need an aspirin.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to Diggnation episode number 122. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Diggnation covers some of the weekly top stories on the social news website, dig.com. That's digg.com.
That's right, Alex. Sweet testicles. Well, we're here in sunny San Francisco, my neck of the woods, in my apartment.
It sucks. I have to fly up here every week.
Yeah, doesn't it?
It is shitty.
Doesn't it? It's good that we get beer, though.
It is. We have good beer today.
We have new beer.
Sheriff's IPA.
That's right. We've actually are getting these. We have our own beer club.
Right.
Yes, thanks to the Clubs of America, DignationBeerClub.com. Mm-hmm. If you want, you can actually drink exactly what we're drinking. So if you join the DignationBeerClub.com, join up. They're going to send you 12 beers a month, and it will be the beers that we're going to be drinking on the show.
Yes.
So you can join, although probably not in time to drink these beers with us, but you can join, and then you can get on the rhythm where we're drinking the exact same beers. So right now we have from Sherwood Forest Brewers. Mm-hmm. I'm drinking Archer Ale.
And I'm drinking the Sheriff's IPA.
What do you think of the Sheriff's IPA? I actually dig the Archer Ale.
Y'all, the IPA is good. I've recently become a fan of IPAs. A little bit bitter.
Yeah.
Tastes a little bit like Robin Hood.
Ha! Men in Sweats.
It's good though.
It's good.
Got, look at the little logo on that. I don't know if you can zoom in, Glenn, on these logos. They're pretty cool. Got a little cartoon character on mine.
Yep.
And, we got to remind you though, to be a part of this beer club, you must be 21 or older.
And it only ships in the U.S.
So no Canadians, because you can drink there when you're like 19.
Yep.
And no under 21 unless you have like a really good fake ID and you can kind of scan it in.
Yes.
There you go.
How does that work? Do they scan it in?
I don't know. How do you prove that you're 21? Prayer? I don't know. I ordered off of Wine Library TV and they just like, are you 21? I'm like, yeah, sure I am.
Click box, yes. Well, it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
They're following up on legal issues.
Yes.
Good times.
All right.
So that's going over to DignationBeerClub.com. So let's get right into it, shall we?
Well, happy Halloween!
Dude, I
Jinx.
just thought the same thing.
Cheers. Yes. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Hence me using the Mac and with my my Kevin clothes on.
Yes, and Prager's very excited as well to be over here
Isn't that
watching
right,
Diggnation.
Hippie Prager.
That's Prager's get up there. Oh, he's got to put his glasses on. Nice.
That's Hippie Prager.
Hippie Prager.
You actually look like one of the octopuses from the Shark movie.
Oh yeah,
He does. Yeah, the sort of like video game playing octopuses. All right, well that was fun.
Yes.
Halloween, it's a good time. What are you doing for Halloween? You got anything going on?
It's tonight,
Yeah.
and I really don't
tonight.
have any plans. Glenn, you do anything crazy? You're flying out, so we can't party. There's got to be something, dude. Should we go out there?
I've never done a Castro.
The Castro's
can't,
crazy.
it's not
People
on.
get shot and stabbed
No, it's
every
not
year.
on. They stopped it.
No
They said,
way.
Don't come out. Yeah.
So who's coming out? What are they doing?
I don't know.
Everybody's
Oh, people are gonna be in the streets.
People was like, bring the porta potties out anyway because people are gonna show up and I don't want them shitting in the neighborhood. Bring the porta potties.
Oh, is that what they said? Dude,
Wow.
cops will shut it down. Blocks
Yeah,
it.
that's gonna be bad.
Yeah. Curious to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't really have any.
I'll have to go to a bar or something.
Something, just
Yeah.
something. Good times.
All right.
Well, let's get right into it. Speaking of Halloween, would you eat this cake? 2,633 people dug this story, submitted by Skibido. Happy birthday, creepy guy. So this is a question. Would you eat... Oh, it didn't do what I thought I was going to do on my Mac here. Would you eat this cake?
Oh. Now, I have
Look
not
at the
seen
brain
this.
matter.
That's pretty nasty.
Look how nasty that is.
I could probably eat it. Oh. It looks good. I mean, once it's sliced and on a plate,
It's literally
You're
like
not
this
gonna know.
skull, and then when you cut into it, there's like a thick layer of bone-like frosting cherry, like blood red cherry filling, and then the cake. So when
Listen.
you cut into it, it looks like you're cutting into the skull.
At the end of the day, it's white cake with cherries and white frosting. Sounds good to me.
I'm into that train.
Right.
I'm on that boat to Tahiti. But the question is, are there pirates?
Right.
Yes.
I don't know if I'd. Yeah, I would. Why not?
Would you?
It's a cool cake. I mean, how do you make something like that? How do you inject the red frosting?
I don't know. I'm
into
not
brain
all up
cavity?
on that sheet, as it
Yeah,
were.
I don't know either.
Yeah, but it definitely was one of those things where you're like, it definitely got me thinking of the fact that I don't want to eat that. Let's put it that way. Like the first initial reaction was, oh wow, that looks a lot like a skull. Then when they cut into it and it was like, it looks a lot like you're cutting into a skull. Like that's disgusting.
Now that said, brains are a delicacy to some people. People eat
This is
monkey
true.
brains in
Monkey
certain
brains.
regions.
Yeah,
If you were out of the country, third world country,
yeah,
monkey brains being served,
yeah,
you don't want to, kind of piss off anybody.
yeah.
Would you eat monkey brains?
Yes.
You would.
I think so.
Really?
I don't know though.
I've
I
heard
say-
bad things about brains. Like, no, I'm dead
I
serious.
have not yet heard anything good about eating brains.
Well,
I'm gonna
I've-
go on that ship.
I've read some health websites.
I'm all nautical today.
Yes, you are. You're very into the boats lately. Well, you have your sailing degree, so.
I did. I got a PhD in
From,
sailing.
where was that from?
Sailology.
DeVry?
DeVry, yes. It was ITT, Technical Institute of Sailing.
It's awesome. So yes, I don't know. I don't think I would. I heard it's bad for you. Like bad. It's like poisons, and there's certain things you're not supposed to consume, like certain chemicals in the brain that humans aren't supposed to ingest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that because they were talking about how there's a lot of places here in the Mission area of San Francisco that serve Mexican food that you can get.
Oh yeah, chorizo.
Well, chorizo is sausage of stuff, but you can get brains. What are brains called,
I
Prager?
thought it was called chorizo.
No,
Tripas, I think.
tripas. Yeah,
Tripas, I believe.
Prager knows everything.
Well, chorizo has been greatly under.
Chorizo's
evaluated
awesome.
In my book. I've been avoiding it.
No, chorizo's
Somebody
good.
said
It's
it was
just sausage.
brains.
It's sausage, right? Chorizo. Prager.
Chorizo is some kind
I thought it was brains. Ground up
No,
brains.
No. It's
Big,
sausage.
crazy, fucking
It
big
is
brains.
damn good. It's spicy.
I've eaten
and
it, but
it's
I'm always
hot.
like, God, am I eating
No.
brains? Fucking
Now,
fuck.
I gotta tell you, your stomach might not agree with it later because you might be
Yes.
spraying mud, but it is good when it goes down.
Well, that's all that I really care about because later doesn't impact me.
Right.
What?
Are those on tripas or freaking small intestines of farm animals?
I don't want
Okay,
that.
we don't
also
want
serve
that
that.
either.
I don't want intestines. Right.
Well, I think I would have had that cake. I'm excited to see
Yes.
what else comes up in this
How do you
early Halloween
scroll?
episode.
How do you scroll down? Don't touch there. he wasn't touching where he was just helping me scroll, and it looked odd to the viewers.
Yes.
So
How do you scroll?
I still can't figure it out. Wait, hold
Look,
on.
there's a scroll. This is a scroll bar. See the little thing that looks like a scroll bar?
Okay, gotcha.
This doesn't even have. How do you
No,
do
no,
this? How do
two
you
fingers,
scroll?
two fingers. Drag down.
Stupid.
Go up. No, you gotta like that. You gotta like that a little bit. All right. Where's my next story? Next story is I scrolled too far.
Use the scroll thing.
Scroll,
On the other side.
damn it.
Stop
I'm
scrolling
clicking.
like a monkey.
I'm clicking. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
Look down. It's a fucking scroll thing.
Okay. Sorry.
Use the arrow keys.
Trent Reznor.
Like a
That's what I was
human.
going to do. Trent Reznor and Saul Williams discussed their new collaborative album, and they mourn Oink.
Wow.
2,523 people dug the story submitted by iPod Man 715. The two talk about Oink, the record industry, Radiohead, and more. Very interesting read, and I have to agree. So, read the interview. One thing that really stands out is, so if you're not familiar with Saul, I actually saw him in concert out here about
saw
a year
Saul?
ago. Yeah, but he's being produced by Trent Reznor now.
Okay.
And really cool, like independent hip hop / rock type guy.
Okay.
And he's decided to also release his next album completely free and donation based, like Radiohead.
Wow.
So aside from that, and I did buy Radiohead for all those people that said you should have bought it. Great album. Went back, spent like £12, which pretty much screwed me because I went later and checked my bank account. It was like
24 bucks.
32 bucks
Yeah,
or whatever.
Jesus.
And so I paid way too much for it. I was trying to pay about $12.
Well, let
I
me
just wasn't
ask you-
paying attention though.
Let me ask you before we go on. I just want to ask you your feelings on that.
Yes.
Because I know we talked about it before.
Right.
But now that you've gone through it, this is my question to you, to me, to the world, to Prager, to Glenn, whatever, to
Right.
Pusskittle.
Pusskittle.
My question is, at what point do you think that you have the right. So you know, Radiohead went out and said, here's this album. You can pay nothing. You could pay $1,000. You can pay whatever you want. There's no limits on what you can pay. Let's say I don't pay anything and I download,
which I didn't do.
Right.
Initially, I paid $0.
Right, but let's say that I do that. Is there anything wrong with that? Aren't I doing what? And I didn't, just so you know, so that you can be completely objective. But is there anything wrong with that?
I don't think so. No.
Because I had a friend who I was talking to this guy and he was like, yeah, I downloaded that thing, and I was like, oh, how much did you pay for it? And he was like, well, I paid $0 for it, but I think I'm gonna go back. You do the same thing. You buy it for free, listen to it. If you like it, maybe go back and buy it again for a little bit more. But he just hadn't gotten around to buying it, and I was like, well, why do you? I mean, even if you enjoy it, why do you have to go back and buy it?
Right. Well,
if they needed even like if there needed to be some minimum where even if you enjoyed it, you had to pay this much, then it should have been you can pay anywhere from $6 and up.
Right. So, exactly. And what I believe personally is that I listen to the music.
Yeah.
And I think that everyone out there is in a different kind of, obviously, financial situation, how much they can afford to pay, right?
That's interesting.
Someone has a little bit tight on cash and want to pay $2. You know what? So what? Pay $2 and it's a done deal.
Yeah.
For me, I listened to the album and I was like, this is such a damn good album. I kept listening to it over and over again. I was on a trip and I had a lot of like train time and stuff like that. And I was always on Radiohead's new album. And I thought like, I'm getting a lot of enjoyment out of this. I don't care if they make $5 million or $50 million, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
I want to even give them more because I'm really enjoying it, right?
Right.
And I know, like, for us and like anybody else, we're creating independent video on the web and stuff like that. So we really appreciate when sponsors get behind us.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's the same thing, you know? It's like our whole beer donation thing we had for a while.
Right, yeah.
I mean, people are like, hey, we enjoy what you do. Here's some cash so you can keep doing it.
Right.
Which is awesome. I think that you don't force anybody to have to pay you money, but just do what you can. And if you feel like doing
now, don't you think that there's, because that's what I agree. I agree that that's what it is. But don't you think that there is sort of a social backlash to people who go, yeah, I paid $1 for it. Like, oh, you son of a bitch. You are the reason why this isn't going to work in the future.
No, I mean, I think the people that pay $1 for it are fine. It's people that don't pay anything at all that might be a little bit of the problem. If you're paying $1
but
for
see,
it,
then I feel like make the minimum $1. Don't give them the option. If really people are going to be down on people who do what is in their right to do, which is to download it for free and enjoy it.
Right.
Then make it you know what I mean? Like, that's what I was wondering. And it's just because I talked to this one guy who had done that and hadn't emailed, and then he kind of made it seem like, oh, but I'm going to go back. I'm not an asshole. And I was like, well, but you're not an asshole. You're doing what, even if you don't, you're doing what they've told you to do.
Well, I think that Radiohead has it a little bit wrong. I really like the way that Trent Reznor did his last album, and what he did is he offered it streaming online.
Yeah.
And so that you could listen to every single track all the way through from start to finish. And you could even jump around tracks. So it wasn't like you have to start from the beginning go to the end. You say, I want to listen to track 6, play, and it started playing right then and there.
Right.
You could play it as many times as you wanted over and over again.
Yeah.
And then I listened to all of that, and I said to myself, you know what? I want this on my iPod. I want this in my car.
Right.
And so I went and bought the album, and then now I'm able to take it wherever I want to go.
That's smart.
And speaking of Trent Reznor, we'll get into what he says about Oink, but real quick, he donated $5,000 for the Radiohead album.
Wow.
Is like supporting what their efforts. I think that's badass.
That is cool. It's really cool when like, I hate to say old school media guys, but like people who were in the old mind of media kind of try to go, well, let's not shelter ourselves from this new wave of ideas and concepts, and like, how can you deliver music to your audience? Let's embrace it and figure out new ways to bring that media to the same audience. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that.
I think that he's doing all the right things. And one of the things that I thought was pretty funny about this is he mentioned Oink being shut down. And Oink, of course, was one of the largest underground music sharing sites, BitTorrent music sharing sites on the web. Trent mentions that he says, I admitted I had an account there and frequented it quite often. At the end of the day, what made Oink a great place is that it was the world's greatest record store. Pretty much anything you could ever imagine, it was there. And they had it in the format you wanted. He's right. It's like they had it in almost every single format you can imagine.
Wow.
Like, I mean, they had lossless, and they had it in like all these different types of rips. So if you wanted it 128, you could get it 128. You know, it was all DRM free. I mean, he was basically saying that. Then he talks about iTunes and how iTunes feels like Sam Goody to me.
Ha!
He says he's tired of seeing.
Funny.
He said, I'm tired of seeing John Mayer's face pop up. because they keep like plugging all these different artists like right in front of your face.
Mainstream artists.
Yeah. So I think he's right though, and he also mentions Amazon. This is what really freaks me out is that he goes Amazon has potential, but none of them are getting around the issue of pre-released leaks. It's so funny. It's like he uses Amazon's downloadable music. Like barely anybody knows about that.
I've heard it's a really good service.
He must really be a geek. I use it. I think it's freaking great.
Yeah, Amazon.
Because it's all DRM free. They don't have any DRM whatsoever.
Yeah.
I bought the new
and it's like
Pinback album up
80
there.
cents or 89 cents a song. It's like it's cheaper too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, no. It's based on track length.
Oh.
So like,
Whoa,
yeah.
weird.
So some tracks can be like in the 20 cents or whatever.
Like,
and like some like Pink Floyd tracks are like, $8.
Ah,
I don't know,
that's
but
funny.
I think that's pretty cool.
That's really
I
cool.
wonder if he's got to use Dig or at least watch Diggnation or something. If you're
I
Trent
hope
Reznor,
if you're Trent Reznor, email us.
email us at dignationfans@gmail.com and in the subject line put I'm Trent Reznor. And
Well, we're gonna get flooded by those emails. And don't be a douche.
yeah, I mean only if you're really Trent Reznor, please.
We're gonna get at least 10.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's good. Trent, keep on keeping on, brah.
Yes.
Sif. Next story, 8 Halloween costumes sure to piss everyone off. We just had to give you a list of the most, the rank of 8 of the worst Halloween costumes you could choose for this year. 1,511 people dug the story, submitted by Sternatic? All right. For all those sick bastards out there, 8 costumes ideas that are sure to stop any Halloween celebration you attend in its tracks because people are steaming mad. So basically, he put together, and some of them are pretty easy, of course. Number 1, Osama bin Laden,
Oh.
right?
I mean, I think you'll probably get your ass beat, not just pissed off.
No,
but
I
you just
know.
get beaten.
Well, just wait, right? Ready for this? Anna Nicole Smith with vomit all over her chest.
Is that her when she's dead?
No, I think she just passed out, I hope.
Oh.
Let's
What's
find
wrong
out.
with Borat? Everyone would love Borat.
Well, everyone was sick of Borat last Halloween, so no one wants to see the mustachioed ass now, which I'm going to disagree, because I think
Borat's still...
Borat's still viable.
Yeah.
I think it's still viable. The head of NAMBLA, which is like the National Association for Men Who Like to Touch Boys or something like
It's
that.
funny that Glenn...
I don't even know if NAMBLA exists.
I didn't know
We didn't
this-
know what NAMBLA
Glenn knew
was,
what it
and then
was.
Glenn was like, was
What?
that boy on Man Action thing? We were like,
he's like, you can touch boys for free? I don't understand.
we were like, Glenn, where did you have that? Here, have some brochures. I just wanted to...
I'm just passing these out right now, and Prager, take 2.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding. You don't touch boys.
Oh, NAMBLA. Anyway, so the guy from NAMBLA, yourself as the burned boy from CNN. I don't even know what CNN was.
Oh, look at him. He's spurned.
Yes, I don't know. The dude who went crazy at Virginia Tech.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's
Holy
him.
shit. He looks like a badass.
I know. A beaten up monk from Tibet. Or what do they
Oh.
call him? Gachajuia now? Or what's Tibet called now?
Um,
It's got a different name or something. And then, of course, Chris Benoit.
oh, he died?
Yes.
From what?
Suicide.
No
Yeah,
way.
he shot his wife.
No way. And then shot himself?
Crippler Benoit, right? Wasn't it Krista Crippler Benoit?
Wow. Wow.
So those are,
Why do you-
dude. If anybody walked into a Halloween party like that, I'd be like, dude,
What, is Chris Benoit?
as Chris Benoit, the guy who just
Well, how are you
killed
going to look like him unless you're buff as shit like that?
Well, I guess at that point I'd be like, what are you, a wrestler?
Totally.
Unless you had some sort of Chris Benoit mask, but I don't know where they would sell those.
Right. So don't be those for Halloween.
Yeah,
it's too late.
that's just cheesy. Be a naughty nurse. You could be a
Yes.
sexy sailor girl.
I love that you had to tack that in on at the end. You could be a sexy sailor.
All of a sudden, as soon as I said that, this picture appeared in my mind, and I was
Of a
like,
man
I was
sailor?
like, girl,
Right.
a girl version of that guy.
Right.
Not the lead singer of Queen, but
That's right.
a girl doing that.
Exactly.
There's so many good, sexy costumes.
Oh, I mean, the reason we did the whole intro
is because we love
Diggnation,
Halloween.
Halloween is just an excuse for
To let your butt out.
girls just to say, you know what, I'm gonna dress up as a whore,
Yes.
and their boyfriends are like, yes, please.
Please
Yes,
dress up
please.
like a whore. And a lot of times boyfriends would be like, you know what you could dress up? You could dress up like that chick with her boobs hanging out,
Right.
dead or alive.
And the girls are like, okay.
Yes.
How do they agree to that all throughout the year? And then that one
Dude.
time during like Easter, not Easter, that's a bad one because it's very religious. But I'm just
like,
saying during another holiday when you want them to dress up, they won't dress up at all.
You want them to dress sexy on
No,
Easter?
I didn't mean
You
that.
know, we're having an Easter brunch. Would you wear the slutty nurse outfit?
I'm just saying during the year, not during
Any
Halloween.
other time.
Any other time during the year, and you want them to wear a little something cute, and it never
Well,
happens.
beyond cute. I mean,
It
that
never
is
happens. When was the last time your girlfriend was like, I'm going to dress up for you as a cheerleader? Yes.
Like 2 days ago.
No, yeah.
No, I wish. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Cheerleader would be hot.
That's my point.
I mean, not young and weird, but.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying this 2-fingered.
I had a girlfriend that was a cheerleader, and she once wore her old high school cheerleading outfit.
Oh, snap.
Yes.
Hello. Use me as a pommel horse. It's time to play. That's horrible.
That is horrible.
Let's
All
keep
right.
going.
All right, next story. Google unveiling G phone plan in 2 weeks.
Oh.
Wants to change cell phone industry. 1,726 people dug the story. Submitted by Crazy D.
Crazy D. Come on
Google
over to Crazy
powered
D's.
phones will come already configured.
Will come. Already configured.
With a bundle of the most popular Google services such as Google Search, Google Maps, YouTube, and Gmail. But that it would just
Oh.
be the beginning.
Good, because that's the phone I have.
Okay, so here's what they're saying. They're saying that
doing that?
I don't know how to scroll, and don't say this works because it doesn't. Look, it's not
Stop
scrolling.
doing it. Look at that.
Oh, that's nice. One finger. I'm using
One
2
finger
fingers.
and be
that's why.
gentle with it.
All right,
Just
all
let
right.
it scroll.
Oh, you
See?
just kind of play with it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't want to scratch at it.
Right. I do trim my nails for rock climbing.
All
I do.
right.
So it's better. So what they're saying is that Google is going to launch this new phone.
So what's the deal? Is
There's
it
a
a
couple.
handset?
Well, there's
Okay,
a couple
go.
things. One, they're saying that they're going to take. This is the rumors that I've heard all
Okay.
throughout a bunch of different stories.
Give me the rumors.
One is generic cell phone, kind of Windows CE type device with all of their bundled apps on that cell phone,
Okay. Not very exciting yet.
specially branded the Google phone, launched with traditional providers. Another scenario, they buy their own spectrum, a different wireless spectrum that they can
Right.
use for wireless communication.
Right.
They go free and kind of eventually ad-based, depending on where you want to go, stuff like that. So they're saying like, I want to go to dinner, restaurants, boom, available, book now. Like ads come up, you get to choose, pays for your cell phone service. So no longer do you have to have a monthly cell phone fee. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that's amazing. Are you kidding me? I'd so much rather see. I'd pay so much fucking money for my cell phone. I
Do you
would
have an extra
so.
beer?
Yeah.
I would so much rather see. Yeah. We got a whole big
Oh,
bunch.
this doesn't look good.
That's Flying Dog. What are you talking about?
It looks hardcore. You need to have one. Come
Okay,
on.
yes.
I think they're all beautiful.
They're all pale. This is the pale out box. Cut the leash. Flying Dog.
This is the best one, actually.
Dude, I like that. Cut the
like-
dog. Wait, no. Flying Dog. Cut the leash.
So what do you think about this, though? So you're into that,
Well.
but the problem is that now you know the Google device is going to be Google-like.
Oh,
And that wasn't in reaction to what I said for those listening to the audio version. He's just had a little bit of dog in his throat.
that was so different than the taste. That, you know, like you assume it's gonna taste like something, and all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck is that? What?
It is a
It
pale
was
ale.
like, no, mine was like weird raspberry, like bear. Some.
Prayer.
That's my G phone.
Hey, try that. No, try. Let me. You
I
just
think I
see
had
what
this
you
one.
mean. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
It scares you because
It's like sarsaparilla.
it's like
it's,
different. You know what I mean?
yes.
Oh, put it on mute, dude. It's on. It's not
That
on
wasn't
mute.
me. Well, but by the way, listen to my.
But it's also not
when
on mute.
I hacked mine. I hacked mine again since the new
Welcome
version.
back.
Watch this.
King in the castle, king in the castle.
Dude,
I
my
love
favorite.
that. That's when I unlock it. How cool is that?
Dude, my favorite was. Well, kid, it's on mute. You don't have it
Oh
on
shit!
mute.
Sorry. That was Prager, by the way.
I know it was, but I noticed that yours wasn't on
Right.
mute. And that's one of the good things about the iPhone. So Google phone.
Yes. Back to where we were. So you're into it if it's free. Would you give up your iPhone though? Just keep drinking it.
I'm going to. Would I give up my iPhone though? Well, it depends on the phone.
Well, imagine it's a semi-crappy phone, and it's got like Google
Then
Maps.
why would I give up my phone?
But if you get it for free now, $75 a month bill with AT&T or free cell phone. I know.
Because
Claude.
I really like the iPhone.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like it's fun. I get to do stuff with it. Although I will say I upgraded the new version of the AppTap installer,
Mm-hmm.
on this thing it says, recommended for 1.1.1. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll update to 1.1.1 and then download it, the new
Right? Did you do that?
AppTap installer. Well, the AppTap installer, when it's on the phone, is upgraded, but the installer mechanism to install the installer on the iPhone is not. So basically,
It is if you go to that website now.
now it is.
Right.
Now that website, which I'm
Jailbreak.
totally gonna do. Jailbreakiphone.com, I think, or something like that.
Jailbreak me, I think.
Jailbreakme.com.
Jailbreakme.com. And you search. Anyway,
All you do is go to the
long
site.
story
and
short.
you
Long
hack it
story
right there.
short. For like about 3 days, my iPhone was off the shelf, as Apple intends the
Right.
device.
And it sucks.
Holy shit! I didn't realize how boring that phone is.
I know, dude. I've been stuck in boring land until I freaking just got.
I mean, it's really boring.
Look at my new theme. How badass is that?
Dude, all the themes are badass.
Yeah, but this one is especially
I think
badass.
yours is cracked.
And it's cracked.
Just like
But you know what? That's
it's hacked
badass.
and cracked.
Tell me what yours and Glenn's phones are gonna do.
Oh, Glenn dropped his too. Holy
I got that email, Glenn. I can't believe
Glenn,
you.
let me see your phone, dude. Is it all fucked up still?
Yeah.
Poor Glenn, man. Just gets an
I took the
iPhone.
cover off for like 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes, he takes the cover off, and it's oh, dude, this is just as bad as mine.
That looks pretty bad, dude.
But tell them what your phones are gonna do together.
So they could get together and make crack babies.
Ah, that's
'Cause
funny.
they're both all cracked to hell, man.
That's fucking
Still
funny.
works.
So, let me ask you this. They're unveiling the G Phone in 2 weeks. Is there any announcement on what it is?
Yes. So far, no announcement, but what they are saying is the latest is they're saying that it's going to have GPS built in, Google Maps.
Well, none of this shit is anything extraordinary.
It's
yet.
not. I mean, it's just basically, are they going to give away for free? You know, if they give it away for free, they're going to freak
That's
out.
gotta suck. You're at Google right now, you're like, dude, this is gonna be so great. It's gonna be a $50 a month flat plan. People are gonna go apeshit. And then everybody's like, well, I hope it's free, because if it's not free, we're clearly not interested in this fucking phone.
Totally.
And they're sitting there going, oh, come on, man, free?
They have to give it away for
Really?
free.
It's the only reason
You
why I
can't
would
come
even...
out with a phone and say like, oh, by the way, it's normal price. Like everyone's gonna be like, I can get my Google Maps on my iPhone. Who cares?
And YouTube.
right. It's got to be free.
Stupid. It's gotta be free.
All right.
Well, let's see. I don't know. Free's a little weird.
I'll
Because
get
then
one
it's
if
like,
it's free.
Well,
I'll have
what's
two.
the service? Right. Well, that's what you do. Is you just go.
just
"Fine,
get like
fuck
4
it,
of
I
them.
got one. Boom, free.
For different
Ladies.
groups of ladies. Exactly.
Groups of ladies.
I'm not.
The blondes call me on this one.
No, that's
This is my brunette phone.
Um,
Well, good times. Next story. Nintendo. Friend codes are here to stay and no hard drive planned. 2,528 people dug the story, submitted by Wheelie Neely. Nintendo's in... Oh, my God. You know, I love when these stories come up that just make me go, you are fucking high. You are high. Somebody is feeding you crap that is making you high. Right? Listen to this. Because you know how the friends code work
No.
on the Wii.
I don't.
If you want to play online, you've got like a fucking 12-digit
Yeah,
hexadecimal
yeah,
code
yeah.
that you need to then convey to
Oh,
your
yeah.
friend on somehow without them knowing who you are.
I did that with the little freaking my
The
little tiny
DS?
one, DS Lite. Yeah.
No. It's stupid. So here you go. The Nintendo's in-house public relations manager, Eric Walter, has revealed that there are no plans for a Wii hard drive despite the upcoming WiiWare medium. So WiiWare is sort of like a downloadable. You all right?
It's heavy as shit.
I know,
It's probably
dude.
it's burning my
Solid.
testicles.
It's
It's
solid.
hot.
You put this underneath.
It
They're
is
all
solid.
hot.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian.
Solid like a rock.
All right.
So it WiiWare is sort of like the downloadable stuff,
Right.
but downloadable big games and stuff.
I got Mike Tyson's Punch Out, by the way, from my Wii.
Very nice.
Rocks.
He also claims that gamers prefer friend codes in games.
See, that's just somebody.
This is a
that's
quote.
just-
He
yeah.
said, "In the feedback we've gotten, people don't mind the friend codes. They like them."
Yes. In the minority of the feedback that you've gotten, this is probably correct. They probably had like
I can't imagine even one person saying,
no.
"This is great. I love this."
they didn't.
One?
They make this up. So here's the problem. I can tell you after seeing the way that like PR organizations work within G4 and some of the other places I worked, what happened is they sat down, they got in a room, and they said, "How long until we can fix this friend code problem?" They said, due to development and what's going on right now, it's going to be about 8 months. They go, well, what can we do? And we say, well, we can put out a press release and say that people prefer it for now, and then people get really excited 8 months from now when we launch the new system, right?
Right.
So what they're doing is look at that. It even says Nintendo's in-house
I know,
public
public
relations
relations.
manager
Yes, of
is the one
course.
that said this.
Of course
they're like,
it was.
let's spin it like this.
Who else would say it?
And say people prefer it, and then we'll change it and make everybody happy. Watch. Mark my words, a year from now, no more friend codes.
I don't know. This gets me scared shitless.
I mean, it's a terrible thing. It sucks. It's like a big-ass long number that you can't remember. It's like the old freaking wireless, what do they call that?
MAC address.
No, not MAC address. MAC addresses are bad too, but what?
How many months till no friend?
Not SSID. Fuck, what's a WebKey? WebKeys were a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah.
Now
Oh,
with-
dude, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like 08, 09, 9A, A4,
And you could be like-
47, 72. Wait, 72 or 47?
Right, and then
oh,
you-
shit. Go back. Go back to the front.
Then you hit enter and you'd be like, okay, here we go. Okay, it's trying to connect. Oh, it didn't take it. It's all stars. I can't see. Tell me it again. And then you have to start over again. Then you go like,
Fuck
let me
yeah.
open Notepad so I can type it out first.
That is how playing online with your friends on the Wii is. That's how it is on the Wii.
Yeah, it sucks.
You're on the phone with your friend. You're like, what's your number again? 12, 17, 32, 87, 67, 62. Was it 87 or? Oh, fuck. Okay. I don't want to play anymore. Click. I mean,
Yeah.
you're just like, I'm done playing the Wii.
Why not have a buddy list?
Dude,
Just
yes.
like freaking Xbox Live.
Dude, invites.
Oh, I got Halo 3.
Dude, what's
This is how sad I am, though. It's not even open. Look at it sitting there on top.
That's pretty sad.
But I got Skate, and I did open that and started playing it.
Fun, isn't it?
Oh,
dude,
it's so
I
much
told
fun.
you. I told you.
I
For
love
somebody who
skates.
used to skateboard,
Oh, dude.
it's like butter. You
Tearing
feel like
shit
you're
up.
skating.
Pop, shove it, little. Or I
Dude.
should say this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's freaking
Crazy
awesome,
shit,
man.
dude.
I love that.
That's good times.
Good times.
Dude, you haven't been playing Wii? Yeah, I'm not-
Dude, bring my Wii games back. You borrowed that shit like 6 months ago.
Oh, dude, done.
I've still got a list of the ones you owe me. Oh, it's on my other computer. But I will remember that list. It was Zelda. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't remember what you're talking
No,
about.
I got a list. I'm going to bring that.
Senator, I do not recall that conversation.
You owe me a few. Please bring those back. I need them.
It's fine, dude.
Okay,
Whatever.
all right.
My Wii experience has been downgraded to tennis, baseball, and bowling with my girlfriend and her roommate and her roommate's boyfriend drunk.
Download Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. It is a lot of fun. Only thing I wish it was 2 players.
It's not 2 players?
No, it's not 1 player.
Well, I guess how the hell do you do 2 players? Oh,
Yeah.
split screen.
A split screen or something like that would be kind of fun.
Well, anyway, Nintendo, I would ask you to please remove your face that is squarely lodged in your anus.
Yes.
And stop with the fucking friends codes.
But continue the great stock price. Thank you.
For Kevin's sake.
It has doubled in the last 8 months.
Nice. Next order.
Wow, this is HDTV. 2,767 people dug the story submitted by Everlaster. This is the ultra-high resolution multi-projector VR system that will be used for training at Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas, in Nevada. Built by Lockheed Martin,
Nice.
it uses
Like those guys.
Soul server technology to automate and seamlessly combine multiple projectors and
Is that the one that harnesses the soul of baby princesses?
one immersive display. Yes. This have you seen?
It's called the soul, whatever. I was like, it's cute.
You
Right?
have seen this though. Look at this.
Dude. Slowly.
Oh, there,
Take a second.
okay, hold on. Scroll. There we go. Look at that picture.
Dude. It's
How
epic.
insane is
It's-
that?
It's
So
epic.
this is not the desert, although they are in the desert because they're in Nellis Air Force Base. But
Right.
it's making it seem as though you're in that reality. This is the best VR I think I've ever seen.
Oh, bar none.
Yes.
Bar none. It's a huge panoramic screen that has super high def projectors that all crossfade, and it's playing like the video you showed of the VR thing, the fly through of the city was amazing. It's totally interactive.
So take a look at this video down here. We'll go ahead and hit play. Cue Glenn playing the video. So
Dude,
look at how
it's almost a little nauseating.
it is. The detail of the city is really cool, but imagine getting in on the ground level. I think I don't know how this plays because they didn't say exactly how it works when you're playing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I hope that you can like chuck a grenade at the screen and like when it hits the screen, it knows how far you threw it.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you go into
Golf.
when you go
Yeah.
into like Sports
Yeah.
Authority and you like hit the dude. How awesome would that be?
Yeah.
If you're laying in the bunker and they're like, man ahead, and you like throw the grenade.
Man head?
No, man ahead.
Oh. Man head? I'll throw a grenade! That'll fix your man head.
I meant. So like you say, fire in the holes. What you say? When you throw
Yeah,
a
that's
grenade.
after you throw it.
That's what it is. Man head, fire in the hole, and then you throw the grenade, and it knows how far you've thrown it, and then you stand up, you run
that
on a
sounds
little.
like something you start saying with your friends when you're in college. You're all drunk, and it was like, "Man, head, fire in the hole!" And somebody kicks somebody in the nuts, like just stupid shit.
I'm telling you, this could be huge, and you get up and you start running on a little treadmill to get to the next location.
Dude, did I tell you I went to the Wired Next Fest in LA, and they had this VR thing where
Yeah,
you
you
get
told me.
into this like fucking. Did I tell you about
Yeah,
that?
you did, but I don't
You get in
remember.
this cage that's like the Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey's circus cage. Like you're supposed to have a motorcycle in the cage.
Right?
It's horrible.
It's sterile.
Yeah, it was terrible. Nothing like that.
So they didn't say this thing was available for sale at all. So this is only
can't
going to be
imagine it
available
would
for the
be,
military. I mean, come on. If you're Mark Cuban, you buy some shit like this,
Dude,
right?
yes.
I mean, I would have one of these.
I would totally have one of those.
Yeah, exactly. I
Like
don't know what
Gears
I'd do
of
with
War.
it. You can put all kinds of crazy shit up there, but
Dude, if you had like sensors and you had a gun, like a fake gun, and you could move, and as you move,
oh, dude.
the screen would move, and then you could like have buttons on the gun to make you actual move like forward and strafe and all that stuff.
You're describing virtual reality, like 1984.
Yeah, but
They
good,
had
not
mess.
Lawnmower
I
Man
know, I
shit.
know, I know,
Not
I know.
fucking like Tron graphics.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Lawnmower Man. Holy shit. I haven't
yeah.
seen that in a long
Some
time.
Jeff Fahey shit going
I
on.
love
right there.
Lawnmower Man.
Good old Blue Eyes.
That was a freaky ass
Hell
movie, dude.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That movie scared the shit out
It
of me.
did me too.
Lawnmower Man.
All right.
Made me think I don't want to be in computers anymore. That didn't. Next story. 5 scientific reasons a zombie apocalypse could actually happen. This is science, people. 4,854 people dug the story submitted by Mr. Babyman. Our
Back
culture is
again.
full of tales of the undead walking the earth, from our religions to our comic books. But some sort of zombie apocalypse isn't actually possibly, right? Right?
Oh, I don't think
Guys?
so. I don't know.
Actually, yes, it is quite possible. Here are 5 ways it could happen according to science. Science, okay? First possibility, brain parasites.
Okay, this I believe in. Mad cow disease. Gets in the brain, drives them crazy.
Not yet. We're almost there. Parasites that turn victims into mindless, zombie-like slaves are fairly common in nature. They're also called toxoplasmoid gondii. That seems to devote its entire existence to being terrifying. This bug infects rats, but can also breed inside and infest a cat?
Shit there?
Yeah, scary as shit. And it can raw. Now who, dude? Hey, did we mention that half the human population on Earth is infected with toxoplasmosis?
I heard about that. Why do they call it Gandhi at the end?
I don't know.
Is it
it's
kind of a
science.
peaceful thing?
No, it's not. The infected see a change in their personality and have a higher chance of going batshit insane.
I've heard about this. They say half of people out there. It was a half, is what you said?
Half the people out there. He said, flip a coin, you may have it. That's what they said.
All right.
Now this is just one way,
There's
right?
5
That's
different ways.
brain parasites. Neurotoxins, right? Neurotoxins. There's certain kinds of poisons that slow your body's functions to a point that you'll be considered dead, even to a doctor. Okay?
Heard about that.
The poison from fugu, blowfish can do that. We've had that. We've eaten that.
We've eaten that. They haven't eaten poison.
Victims then can be brought back under the effects of drugs like blah, 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 or other chemicals called alkaloids, right? But they come back and it leaves them in a trance-like state with no memory, but still able to perform simple tasks like eating, sleeping, moaning, and stumbling around with their arms outstretched.
Wow.
See what I'm saying? So that's one of them. Let me see. Let me go down here. One of them was fucking freaked the shit out of me. I'll tell you about it in 1 second. The real rage virus.
Ooh.
Right?
Oh, 28 days later, I saw
Dude,
this, yeah.
this is for the mad cow disease.
Yes.
Right, but check this out. When mad cow gets in humans, they call it Creutzfeldt-Jacobs disease, right? Check out the symptoms. You ready for this?
Oh, God. I don't
Change
like
in
symptoms.
gait. Oh, dude. Change in gait, a.k.a. walking. Hallucinations. Lack of coordination, example, stumbling and falling. Muscle twitching. Jerks and seizures. Rapid developing delirium and dementia.
Well,
That sounds like fucking zombies.
Well, yes and no.
Or like old people.
Old people, pretty much.
You know, zombies
Muscle
or old
twitching.
people.
I don't
Dude.
like mad cow disease. Something about
Dude.
that. You ever seen the cow videos where they get that shit?
Yeah, they're all
And they're just
falling.
like, they're
It's
falling on
horrible.
it. It's terrible.
Horrible. Neurogenesis. I am serious about neurogenesis.
Why are they?
How do I get the fucking... Okay, here we go. Neurogenesis, you want the undead to make an appearance in the article? Well, here you go, you creepy bastards. Since it's pretty much you have fun with anybody but brain death. Did that sentence mean anything to anybody?
I think you just skipped about every other word there.
I just realized, I was reading out loud and then I was like, I don't think that sentence meant anything. It was like a bunch of rambling.
I hate when I do that. That's probably
I know, right?
drinking. Don't drink and read, people.
No, read then drink. Or read what's on your bottle, then drink. So neurogenesis is bad. It means like undead people running around. I don't know. But the next part, nanobots. Dude, fucking go down. Stupid.
2 fingers. I had the 2-finger scroll. There you go.
Whatever. Stupid.
I love how we hate each other's laptops.
Yeah, as seen in Michael Crichton's novel Prey, the PS2 game Nano Breaker. So basically, nanobots can be used to reanimate flesh. Reanimate humans and make them undead.
But they haven't done it yet.
Not yet, Alex.
Right.
It's a callback. Anywho, zombies, apocalypse, all that shit's bad.
Yes.
Yes, apocalypse now. All right, let's get into some copy, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right, we'd like to thank Ask.com for exclusive bonus footage brought to you by Ask.com. You can head over to Ask.com and search for Diggnation. The first search result will take you to a webpage where you can view present and past exclusive bonus footage from Diggnation brought to you by Ask.com. Also, check out Ask Shopping. It's highlighting the shopping results examples, like you can search for scanner digital cameras, Wii's, iPhones, all sorts of stuff. You can check out all that stuff at ask.com.
Yes. And we want...
Yes.
Thank you, Ask. We also want to thank PlayStation Network, or PSN. They've launched a new site for all you gamers out there. Check out psn.ign.com. What's cool about the site is, along with having exclusive downloads, game demos, trailers in 1080p, etc.
Trailers in 1080p, that's good.
Yes. Well, I don't have a 1080p TV. I still need to get that.
That's my next
That's
thing.
one thing. Computers can do it. You're
Yeah,
right.
but that's my next
They also have a community section, and in the community section, you'll talk about things like what it takes to be the best gamer, also the future of AI in gameplay. Very cool stuff. This community section will be launching soon, and we have a date for you next week, along with a date when we'll be checking out the site to
Yeah,
join
we're
in.
gonna hop in and do a big combo.
We're gonna hop in and chat around.
How's my hair?
It's good. This is hard to manage, although, yes. They'll also be creating a how-to setup video for the PlayStation Network that you'll be able to find on the site. Again, the address is psn.ign.com. Look for that soon.
That is correct. Also, we want to thank Take TV. It's simple as using a USB flash drive. Just drag files to your Take TV player, slip it into your TV cradle, and press play on the included remote control. It's really that easy. Go to take.tv to learn more. This is an amazing breakthrough device. I've been waiting for this kind of device.
Well, honestly,
It allows you, dude.
so like marketing copy aside,
Yeah,
we download videos. We want a way to play them on the TV.
Yes,
Copy to
basically-
USB, slide in remote.
Plug this thing into your USB drive. You download some video that's in DivX, XVID, MP4, or MPEG-4. Dude, DivX, XVID, what? I mean, this is all the stuff that I've downloaded, and I'm like, how do I get this crap to play on my TV? Drag it onto the thing, plop it into the cradle, boom, you're going.
So
Amazing.
I have one thing to ask about this.
Take.tv. Ask and answer.
Take.tv people, send me one, because I want one.
You want
I
me
want
one.
one. I want
149
one.
South Barrington apartment.
Oh, that was
No,
bad.
that's our box drop.
Yeah,
for
but you live a
Diggnation.
block away from there.
I know, but I walk by and say hi to people.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, especially if they give me free stuff in the mail.
That's good. I want one of these though.
It's also capable of working with Fanfare Beta. I'm not sure what that is, but it's a new web service. That's so funny. I just asked myself a question and I answered it. I was like, we need new Fanfare Beta. I don't know what that is. It's funny you mentioned that, Kevin. I'm going to answer you right now. It's a new web service that gives you access to a growing list of TV shows and movies that you can be downloaded and watched on your TV. Whenever you want, wherever you want.
Nice.
Take.tv to learn more.
Tyler, get us one of those, please.
Dude, yes.
We asked
Brad Murphy.
Brad
All right,
Murphy.
Brad Murphy, get us one of those.
Look us up. All right.
So it's Halloween. We thought for an email, it may be good to do. We'd like to kill two birds with one stone.
Yes, there was a couple pumpkin.
A lot of
Diggnation
pumpkin things. We actually had a pumpkin sent to us, but I have them down in LA, so I'm going to show you them when we're down in LA.
You saw the Dig story about the Alex and Kevin pumpkins.
That's the guy. I got those pumpkins.
Oh, he sent them to you.
Dude, yeah, he sent them to us.
But-
and I'm going to give you the Kevin one, but we're down in LA because I didn't want to bring both
We should
of them
almost
up
keep them
and-
together, though. It's like kind of weird to separate them. Because if you look at mine, it doesn't really look like me. But if you put them together with yours
Dude.
and mine,
They
or does mine look like me, or
they
yours
look-
doesn't look like you?
They look exactly like us.
Okay, maybe we should separate them then.
Exactly like us.
I'll take
it's
mine.
It's great.
Bring mine
But
up next
anyway,
Halloween.
this, two birds with one stone, Diggnation pumpkin, attractive female, right? So this is from Jolene John. She says, "Hi, Kevin and Alex, my butt." some guy named Jimmy and I are huge fans of the show. I love that this guy's like, oh my God, they're talking about it. Those guys are assholes. They're trying to hit on my
what the?
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Love you, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Huge fans of the shows. We decided to incorporate Diggnation into our pumpkin celebration this year by carving a Diggnation logo into a pumpkin attached to the photos of the results. We had lots of fun doing it and wanted to share with you guys. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween.
Photos taken with an iPhone. Really? G-phone? You gonna take photos that well?
Maybe.
Maybe not.
It's free.
If it's free, maybe I'll try it.
So let's take a look
She's
at.
pretty cute.
She's really cute.
Although he
Well
looks
done.
nice, so I feel bad.
Does he have a tattoo on his arm? I can't see that.
Does he? No, I think it's just shadow.
Okay.
Birthmark? Shadow.
Mark. Scroll down.
Shadow.
Okay. So yeah, props.
Dude, but he's got a beer.
He does.
No, it's soda.
So
Beer.
that's sad.
Whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, props to you guys. Big fan of all the stuff that's come out of the. We had a TRS pumpkin.
Nice.
It was carved. We actually got a couple different Diggnation pumpkins,
Yeah.
Dig pumpkins, Kevin pumpkins, Alex pumpkins.
Thanks
Kevin
to
and Alex
everyone
pumpkins.
that sent those in. We really appreciate it.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Rocking.
Email.
Yes.
Email of the day from Joshua said, I have to ask K Rose when he got. Where did he get that kick-ass MIT T-shirt he wore in Diggnation 119? And where the hell can I get one too?
You had an MIT t-shirt?
Yeah, I had an MIT T-shirt at 119. I got an MIT. There you go. I was out in
Ding.
Boston, and I'm working on. I was on a panel out there, and they gave me a T-shirt, so I had that.
Cool.
So go to MIT.
Well, if you have any emails, questions, concerns, or pictures, you can send them to dignationfans@gmail.com.
Also, I'm back on the MySpace bandwagon now. I love Facebook, but I only use it for personal stuff. So
Nice.
MySpace is kind of my global.
Good for you.
I'm back in.
Welcome back, because
Well,
I've cut Facebook out of my life.
we figured out a way to get auto approve all of our friends, which is a big deal.
Well, but it's not you don't even really need to have that on MySpace because you can do 10 at a time.
Right, but it's still
It's a little bit of a pain, but it's not. Yeah, but it's not Facebook pain, which is 2 clicks
Right.
for every one friend, which is just impossible.
So I am myspace.com/simplenation.
And I'm myspace.com/dignationalex.
And also want to tell you the service that we're using to create our profiles. Oops, I didn't mean it to start the song.
Use the scroll button. Use the scroll button.
Damn it. It's a good Radiohead song. I used Radiohead my song. Scroll me. Up.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Great song. Anyway,
Snap layout.
check out snaplayout.com because it's a free service and allows you to do like all kinds of custom crazy themes, like really Web 2.0 easiness, like just drag and drop stuff in, widgets, all kinds of stuff. Really cool
Widgets.
website.
It's very good.
Play with it and use it, and it auto approves all your friends. If you have a lot of friends who want to auto approve, it does them all at once.
Boom
It's
shakalaka.
really cool stuff.
Well, that's it for this week's edition, this Halloween edition of Diggnation. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Until next time.
Dig on, diggers.
Woot. All right.
I'll do it. So I start as you.
I love how we do the ghost sounds.
Like Murlocs. Alright, here we go.
My cat is looking at me like, what the fuck are you?
Ha.
Dig.com, that's Digg.com.
That's right, Alex.